meeting, some training coming up, and the one I wanted to highlight for you has my name went on. Next Tuesday I am going to do a training on flipping houses, so that will cover it from the standpoint of representing a investor, and it'll also cover from the standpoint of if you're flipping it yourself. So I'll pass along what I know. Hopefully it'll be something that's useful and helpful for you in that class, and then we have our training calendar, of course, for this month and for the month of June that just came out. All right, awesome. We have something very special today. We entered into a contest, and some of us got kind of competitive about it.
You skipped a slide.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right, so I was excited about this also. Next week, Connie, Larry, Janet, and Ed are having a mentorship panel. This will be during our sales meeting, and you can learn how to be a mentor or mentee, how the mentee can benefit and help grow your business. So how is it a win-win? They're going to explain how it is, and that's for next week. Connie, Ed, Janet, and Larry. They'll be excited. Sorry. I got so excited. So they had a contest to see who could sell the most tickets for the Rawhide game and show up, and we had a great turnout, and we ended up taking first place. Yay! It was very close. The next to last day, right? We were within one. I think we were one behind, and then we sold several that day, or you guys bought tickets that day. And so the Rawhide wanted to congratulate us and give us our present. Mm-hmm. And they're here to do that.
They are somewhere. I think Jason wants to go get them. Wow.
That was our surprise.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's not. But we'll.
Come on.
Oh, just a reminder while we're waiting. Tomorrow is Thirsty Thursday, and this week we're going to have it at Rookies. And you're going to really have to represent. I'm not going to be able to be there. I'll be in Austin. But I've heard a lot of people are going, so it should be fun. And Rookies is right down here on Main Street. Right down here on Main Street. All right. Let's welcome Tipper.
I know, it's hard to walk.
This is Tipper. He represents the Rawhide. And the award, or the present that we achieved by selling the most tickets, is an autographed baseball bat. Yay. And Tipper has that here. Very good. So we will accept this on behalf of Keller Williams, Tulare and Kings County.
Yay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right.
I think doesn't Tipper need to turn around so you can see him on the field?
Yeah. Tipper, you want to come over here?
And then does everybody kind of want to like squeeze in real quick?
Yeah, squeeze in. We'll take a picture.
That's not everyone.
Everybody, don't be shy.
We'll let you up again. You win.
Go. Come on.
You got 4. Here we go. Get in here. Watch it there. Come on. Come on.
1, 2, 3.
Appreciate it. Awesome day. See you again soon.
Bye, Tipper.
Oh, no.
Hi, Tipper.
There you go. When those people are really, really famous, we'll have their back.
Exactly. Janet's right. So, the Rawhide are the single A organization for the Arizona Diamondbacks, right? So, who has played for the Rawhide that would now be in the pros? Are there any? Anybody know?
Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt? Okay. So, at some point, those players might be playing in the big leagues, Ed? Is that correct? At some point, those players that sign the back could be in the big leagues?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
Very cool. Does anyone know what famous person played for that team when they were called the Oaks?
Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett. Can't heard that?
Kevin Costner.
Now, Amy. All right, very good. So Thursday tomorrow, and then also our Keller Williams picnic is going to be in Hanford this year, Freedom Park. We should have a date on there. It is June 7th, 12 to 4, and that is the picnic for our market center. So Tulare and Kings County, one picnic for our market center, and it's going to be at Freedom Park. I have some notes here. I'll just read them to you. Dickey's Barbecue is going to cater it. Dickey's Barbecue. And then we're asking everyone to bring a side dish to share. And most important, RSVP by May 30th, which is about a week away. RSVP to Hanford. So let Jessica out there know. Jessica? Any questions on that? All right, very good. I have a very special introduction. We have a new assistant in the escrow department. This is Melanie. Melanie has 5 years of escrow experience, former companies. She's a mother of a beautiful 3-month-old baby, and she's native of Tulare. I've known Melanie since we were in 6th grade. And I want to introduce Melanie Thomas. Melanie Myrie. Melanie Thomas in 6th grade. And we did Material Girl by Madonna. Lip sync. Speaking of Main Street Escrow, now this is just basically saying thank you. Keller Williams has opened up 15 escrows as of this morning with Main Street Escrow since Friday. So Friday, Monday, Tuesday, 15 escrows opened up with Main Street Escrow from Keller Williams agents. I want to thank you for that. Also want to remind you of the Main Street Escrow guarantee, that the service you receive will be excellent and that you will be satisfied. If you're not satisfied, you simply fill out one of our questionnaire forms at the end of your escrow, turn it in to one of the executive team or to Kirsten, and your transaction fee of $150 will be refunded. So we are that confident that the experience will be good with Main Street Escrow and this current team of Rachel and Melanie and Kim and Tracy and Maria, that we are willing to offer that guarantee. In addition to that, we do have a contest, and anyone can win this, whether you open up one escrow or 100 escrows, but mega escrows for Mega Camp. So Mega Camp is coming up in September, which is I'd say the conference to go to for production, and it's in Austin, Texas. And this market center, we want to send one of you flight, hotel, registration to Austin to go to Mega Camp on our expense. And the way we're going to do it is for every escrow that you open up with Main Street Escrow from now, it started on Friday, until August 30th. August 31st, which is a Saturday. Till August 31st, your name will be entered into a drawing for each escrow open. We will draw one agent, and they will have an all-expense paid trip to Austin to go to Mega Camp. So keep that in mind when you're having the opportunity to choose your escrow company. That brings us to Country Club Mortgage, and we have Jeremy, Country Club.
You're not going to take over for me?
Oh, man. Do a Kevin impression. Do it.
I have to practice that.
God. You gotta do it.
So good.
He'll work on it. He'll work on it.
I'm
really excited to be here.
My app's really cool, right?
Yeah, it's really cool.
I can make you guys all flyers. But back to everything. I had a great vacation. I'm ready to do some deals. So whatever you guys got, bring them on. And thank you again. I think that's what you covered, right?
Yeah.
Rates.
Rates. Yeah, rates. Have dropped a little bit. We're in the low 4s now on 30 years, creeping into the 3s. 15 years are definitely in the 3s. So if you get people that can qualify for the 15, that's kind of a selling incentive for you. Not a bad idea to try to use that. And let's see, I think that's pretty much it.
Is there a minimum FICO for FHA?
FHA itself, I believe, doesn't have a minimum FICO. Most companies are 640, some are 620. We can actually go to a 580, but with that being said, there's a handful of overlays with that. There's FHA overlays at 620 and below. Basically, if they have late payments in the last 12 months, which most people that have under 620 will have, then they can't do it. I've done a handful of 580 to 620 credits. Where we've been able to do them is if someone had a bad credit in the past and didn't really do a lot to fix it, but everything else is super solid. They got money in the bank, been at their job, you know, a lot of compensating factors on top of that, and we'd be able to do it. But rule of thumb, 620, 640, on occasion we can do down to 580. So, good
And
question.
if they have ulterior lines of credit, probably using that wrong. If someone doesn't have any credit,
Yeah,
score,
there
can they get a
are.
loan?
Yes.
Possible.
It's definitely possible. We have outlets for that. Keep in mind, those are not 30-day escrows typically. They're a nightmare. I mean, I'm just being honest, but it is possible. You know, obviously, when you're looking at alternative trade lines, if they pull no credit at all, it's possible. But a lot of times, people with no credit will still have like a collection. Say they went to Quia Delta and they got their insurance paid and they have that $60 credit collection, which most of us, that wouldn't affect your credit as much. But when you have zero credit and all you have is one collection, now you look really bad. So that's something that comes up with that. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks for the questions. That helps.
I'll tell you who does a good Kevin Blain impersonation is my wife. We're not letting her up here. Okay, this is what we gotta do. Keep it straight.
That was you impersonating Danelle impersonating me. Okay, I totally saw it.
You know what, I'm really excited actually because the next person I want to introduce, I used to do what he is currently in effect. Today our speaker is from one of the largest closing gift companies in North America. His name is Eric. His company is called Cutco Closing Gifts. I used to work at Cutco, and he is going to be talking for just a few minutes on how to brand your business with a closing gift. Let's give him a hand.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Aaron Cheshire, and I work with the largest closing gift company in North America. I'm going to make this very short and sweet. I have a limited amount of time, so definitely get your thinking caps on. What we do is we help lenders and we help realtors with their closing gifts. Traditionally, at the end of a closing, most every real estate agent and most every lender, they give their clients some type of closing gift, whether it's a gift basket or a gift card or a bottle of wine, things along those lines. Now, I'm not here to say people don't like those gifts. I always say it really doesn't matter what you give your client. They appreciate that, the time and money you've spent. But what happens to 90% of those gifts a few weeks, a few months after they're received?
They're gone.
They drink and they're gone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, regifted, right? Sure.
A few hours.
A few hours.
Depending on.
Mainly, those gifts are consumed and forgotten about. What are they really doing for your business in a few months? Really nothing. And the other 10% of gifts are stuck in a shelf and hung on a wall, collecting dust, and that's about all they do. What we do is we take the same amount of money you're normally spending on a closing gift, $50, $100, $200, whatever it normally is, and we turn that into a long-term branding tool using Cutco. And by a show of hands, how many people have heard of Cutco? Pretty much everybody has. Got it. By a show of hands, how many people already use our closing gifts? Okay, good. Most everybody on the master's board there. For those of you who don't know what Cutco is kind of like the Rolex, the Snap-on tools, the Tiffany's of closing gifts. Been around since 1949. Everything we make is guaranteed forever, and we're all made in America. What we do is we take the Cutco product, and we engrave your company name and Troy Guy's information on it.
Yes.
For every one of
You guys doing this?
Exactly.
I don't think I want that.
They're a little more expensive, but well worth it.
Kitchen cut. This really does 4 key things for your business. By a show of hands, how many people have heard of NAR? Right, most everybody has, right? National Association of Realtors. They actually state, I'll pass this around in a second. They actually state that 80% of all people that buy a home, they want to use the exact same real estate agent and lender if they can simply remember their what? Their name. So maybe because of that, you send out an email drip, a subscription to a magazine, or something to try to stay top of mind with your past clients. Even after all that's said and done, anybody know what past percent of clients of yours can remember your name 1 year after the transaction? Bigger more than that. Give yourself some credit, Vanessa. Geez. NAR states it's 12%. Okay? And they also state the center of the household is where?
Kitchen.
Yeah, thank you for not saying the bar. It is the kitchen. That's where people spend most of the time in their house. So the first thing we really do for you is we create this toma. People use things in the kitchen every day, even if they don't cook. They're constantly opening the drawer and they're using things in the kitchen. So what this does, it allows you to give your client a gift. Not only will they have it for the rest of their life, because it's guaranteed forever, but every single time they're in the kitchen, they see your name, they're reminded of you, you get that touch. The second thing is the advertising, marketing end of it. Anybody know what the legal tax limit is and how much you can write off towards a closing gift?
$25.
$25. My mom's an accountant, so I know how this goes. Most every real estate agent, they just write out a $100 gift, stick it in the rug, and just kind of hope not to get caught. Because your name is engraved on our closing gifts, do you know what you can legally write it off as? 100% as advertising. So there's no $25 limit. It is fully 100% tax deductible, which is great. Thirdly, we keep a small supply of gifts with you. When you have a closing, you hand your client the gift, you're done. You don't have to go online, drive around town, try to find something, wonder if they're going to like it, wonder if they're not going to like it. Last time I checked, every one of your clients eats every single day. So they're all going to get some type of value out of our gifts. Real quick, upon Kevin's request, I'm going to do a little example of how well Cutco works, something they taught us in training 20 years ago. Anybody have a penny on them by chance? I take 20s too.
No, but Janet
Shiny
has a credit
penny?
card.
Credit card? Okay, I have a penny. Vanessa, make sure this is real.
Bite it.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to walk over here so you guys can see this a little better. I'm going to show you the easiest. Anybody drink a glass of wine? Bottles of wine? Nope. I'm going to show you the easiest, actually and the cheapest way to get a corkscrew for your bottle. Oh, I kind of screwed that one up. For a bottle of wine. That's a little crooked, but
Cool.
anyway, there you go. I don't know if you guys have seen a pair of shears do that before. I've got about 2,500 in my career, so these work extremely well. I'll pass that around in a second. I did save the best part for last. If you're going to listen to anything I have to say or remember anything I'm going to say, definitely note this last part. In your guys' business, you can always use more referrals, right?
Right.
Name of the game. Cutco's guaranteed forever. On top of that, we do a free sharpening service. What you do is you keep track of who you give these gifts to, your client's name, their number, when you gave them the gift. A year from now, you email that list to me. I send out a salary service rep that goes to your clients on behalf of you once a year, sharpen every knife in their house for free.
Awesome.
Cutco and on Cutco. While we're out there doing the free service for them, we do not sell, we just sharpen. We have them fill out a survey designed by you. On the bottom of that survey is a spot for more referrals for you. On the back of that survey is their Cutco wish list. So when they give you those referrals and you want to give them another gift, you have a list of things they want. Best part about the whole thing, we average for you per sharpening 2.3 referrals. And we're not just going the first year, we're going every single year you get us that list. So, in closing, what other closing gift out there can you give your client that they will have for the rest of their life guaranteed? It's legally tax deductible, generates referrals for you, and something they're going to have forever and be reminded of you every time they're in the kitchen. There's really no other gift out there. That's why we're the biggest and the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass around a few of the gifts. Our price points start at $60 individually, $60, $70, $80, right in that price range, up to $100 to $200 in that the set price range. So So if you have any questions, if you want more information about this, go ahead and take out a business card, place it inside the lid of the box. I will follow up with you and get you all the info you need. If you don't have a card, just simply write your name and cell number down. And if you have a closing coming up in the next 45 days or 60 days, put a star on your card. I'll call everybody, but there's one of me and a lot of you, so I will call the stars first. So if you have any questions, want more info, give me a card, write your name down. I'll follow up with you and get you all the info that you need.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, sir.
And I will tell you that Cutco is absolutely not cheap. But you know what they say about cheap things. Typically, cheap things aren't good and good things aren't cheap. See, the instincts are just coming back.
Yeah.
I sold Cutco in college, and I will say unequivocally, Cutco is probably the best product that I've ever used. And I do have a couple scars from it, so if you get Cutco, it is sharp. But the good thing about it, they're such sharp, like surgical knives that a cut will heal that much quicker. Troy, speaking of knives, we have our broker 60 seconds. Sharp as a knife. See how I
Sharp as
segued
a
in
knife.
there?
I like that. I like that segue. And not only that, what we do is Eric sends us, my team, boxes so that you can split the sets up. So people over $150,000 purchase get two knives, a 2-knife set. You get to pick whatever knives you want. But people under 150 get one. And then my referrals, if somebody referred me someone that did that, then they get a pair of the shears or a pizza cutter. Anyway, just an idea, but you can split up the sets. You don't have to get 2 knives. Make sure that you're getting the page 8 when you have an offer presented and it is rejected or accepted. Make sure that you are writing down when you presented that offer and that page 8 at least gets back to that other agent. Okay, it's very critical, and keep a copy of it in your file. By the way, all offers, you guys know this, right? That all offers that come in on one of your listings are to be saved with the file, right? Okay, so you're not allowed, that one's a ridiculously low offer, so we'll just shred it. You can't. You have to keep it with the file, and not only that, you have to have shown that you presented it. So how many years do you have to do that?
3 years.
3 years, that's right, 3 years. So 2.5 years from now, somebody goes, you know what, I don't think my offer got presented. Literally, this happens. And they call the BRE, and the BRE calls me and says, get me a copy of that file. We want to make sure an offer was presented. That's when you go, I don't even remember that deal. But thank goodness I put that page 8 in there that has it signed off, okay? Very, very crucial, even though it seems like it's a nothing at the time, but it is very critical to my license and yours. All right, so go fight sell.
Thank you, Troy. All right, buyers, wants and needs, success stories.
So cute.
I'm just surprised that the picture still looks so good. I mean, this was 33 years ago.
Reductions too in listings?
No, we're just doing buyers, wants and needs, success stories, and fill the buckets. Okay, go ahead.
I got a price reduction on the 520 South End Tulare. It was $884.9, now it's $79.9. It's a 3-in-1. It's almost 1,000 square feet with a lot of 11,000 plus. I also have a new listing that I'll be listing. We'll put in MLS today. At 3125 West Vine in Visalia. It's a beautiful 2-story home, custom built, has 10-foot ceilings, 23-foot vaulted ceiling. Basically beautifully landscape backyard. What else have I got written down here? Offer is, purchase price asking for is $350, 4 beds and 3 baths.
What was the address?
3125 Vine. The cross street is County Center.
I wanted to let you know, for those of you that did not know, that the Orange Belt Board of Realtors has a monthly luncheon once a month, and this month's luncheon happens to be today. I'm just bringing it on you. And Keller Williams is sponsoring it at Don Vino's today at noon. So if anyone would like to attend that, it's $13, includes your food, drink, and tip. And I'm going to head that way as soon as the meeting's over. Again, Keller Williams is sponsoring it, so our friends in Porterville office are going to be there. So I want to make sure and bring that up. Any last success stories or fill the buckets before we close? Yes,
I
Jerry.
just want to say one thing. I have a listing at 449 Jackson and Tulare that's probably going to expire in the next, I don't know, 45 days or so. 249, if anybody has anybody, please show it. And then also, while I was gone, Carrie and, I want to fill their bucket, Carrie and my TC. Stephanie. They did an amazing job while I was gone, so I just wanted to give them a big thank you.
All right, good. Thank you, Jerry. Any other success stories? Fill the buckets. All right, thank you very much for being here. You guys have an awesome day.